Welcome to another episode of Life on the Ladder. I am Silvertone, and I'm here with ULeakRed.
What's going on, guys?
Our Red Protoss player's name. His name is Dipwood. Plays for Team Z's. I don't know. I've seen the team around. I just don't know anything about it.
Yeah, neither am I. I'm not very familiar with the name.
We see Nathanias is actually gathering from the gold. He actually picks up and drops off his SCVs on the low ground, does not walk them around.
Gangnam Terran right here, baby. Gangnam Terran.
I don't think this man even needs an introduction after that move.
I know, right? Like, check him out. He's like, fuck it. I want the gold. Give me the gold. So yeah, this is dangerous. A Terran player with gold. Oh my god! I've always wanted to know this. Like, I've never actually, which is so bad. I've like fought people who've done this, the Gundam style against me, but I have never ever like actually like watched it from like an outside perspective, like outside the game looking in. I've always watched it from like playing the game and looking at the game. So this is actually pretty interesting. He's going for a fast gas. I think he's going to run for a factory. Maybe
double fast gas.
Yeah. No.
I'm kind of at a loss. I mean, he could do so many things. He can go for a fast factory. We could see more barracks go down. He could be trying to do like tons of Reapers over that hill, especially with that new H9 charge. Is it H9 or is it? It's K8, I think. We'll see. I don't know. I don't know actually right now. Too new. They can throw grenades.
Oh, what? Reapers can?
Yeah.
Oh, you scared me. I'm really thinking like something else. I'm like, yeah, they can throw grenades. Yeah, they make the shit pop up and fly. Yeah.
Yeah, it's called a K8 charge, I think.
I call it the pop up.
The pop up.
I call it hang time.
They call it hang time. Right, it
yeah.
is going to be a factory, and we have a reactor down on the barracks. He's not messing around. He's playing greedy. He's playing dangerous. I think he's going to go for either Widow Mines or Hellions, I guess.
I have no idea, but I'm actually loving this.
I guess it could be like double Reaper with Hellions or double Reaper with Widow Mines.
Yeah. I think he's got to make some Marines, though. Like, I think he's going to make a Widow Mine Marine to go for a Starport. Let's see. Actually, he goes for a... Wow.
Marines, you're right. Double Marines, adds a tech lab onto the factory, starts a Starport, goes for a one-base gold 1-1-1. I don't have any idea what's happening right now, man. This is insane.
Yeah, love Nate. Always providing quite the entertaining game.
Man, I'm just jealous of his life right now. If he gets to do this for a living, he gets to be a total badass all day long in StarCraft, and he's earned every second of it.
Yes, he has. So here we go. Finally, an Adept comes out. I was wondering, I was like, why would you... I don't ever understand this decision from Protoss players. Why would you make a Zealot? Is there something that I don't know?
It's an eBay going down. So he's going Marine Tank. I'm gonna guess a Liberator.
Yeah, this would be interesting. He puts his, yeah, definitely.
That's a Banshee.
Old school, baby. Old school.
Look at this base. I love the inclusion of the supply depot on the high ground.
Yeah, I love it too. I love how this Adept's gonna run up in here and be like, the fuck?
There's nothing in here.
Like, what the fuck?
Look, he puts the tank over. He's gonna drop the depot and then put the tank in position, and then the Adept can't do any damage to his mineral line. That's pure awesome.
Yeah, but he can lose. He's gonna lose these two supply depots. Definitely has to cancel the second one.
Not if he has a Banshee in a second.
Yeah, send the Banshee over there to shoot that motherfucker.
In the meantime, we have Marines and a tank moving towards the natural here of Dipwood. Dipwood gonna be on the defense here. Is probably racking his brain for what to do. Two tanks, I want to say 9 Marines, and a Banshee. A nice Banshee. Gonna have some DPS and great for spotting.
Oh my god, and Nate pulls SCVs with this attack. There is an Oracle out here just gunning down these Marines, these SCVs. Actually, I think maybe get the siege tank, just not enough energy to get the siege tank.
There's a Phoenix out. There's a Phoenix out taking down the Banshee. The Banshee explodes violently, slamming into the ground. One pylon goes down. Marines running in to try to take out as many probes as they can before they're taken out by possibly an Oracle, but it looks like it's out of energy. Phoenix not going to be any use, and there's no pylons right now to be overcharged.
Yeah, Mama Core. Oh, there she goes. She finally gets a charge off on one of these pylons. And oh my god, Nate, the stutter step is real. He's trying to kite these probes and get as many kills as possible. The siege tank will go down if he gets through the depths on top of it. He's actually going to go for the Marines and let the Mama Core rain hell on the siege tank.
It's a great decision to lift up that tank, though. The Phoenix actually being super essential during that battle. The tank is so low, it goes down to the photon overcharge. The Marines now being cleaned up. The mothership explodes, and now Nathanias' build is cleaned up, but he is not done yet. Another tank landing by the natural. Zealots being pulled away. This is an action-packed TVP, man.
Oh yeah, totally. I like the Cloak Banshee. I think without the Cloak Banshee, I mean, his Banshees would be completely useless at this point. The Protoss player is forced to drop proton cannons at his main. Mama Core can deal with the siege tank by herself. Zealots come in here to assist her. The Marines, his two Marines, those are just dead. They're so dead.
They're dead, but they actually took out an Adept, which is good.
Yeah, one Adept goes down in this transaction of carnage on this map.
It looks like the gold base is going to be mining out pretty soon. Only 3 or 4 mineral patches left.
Yeah, Nate's going to have to do something. He's going to have to expand. He's got to decide what he wants to do. He drops more racks. So
man, I want to see him lift up and go for the other gold base.
Oh, Lord, that'd be great. And actually, Nate doesn't have enough Marines to contest these Oracles. They have free range and set outside the range of this. I mean, it's free range outside the range of this turret. So
he gets lucky and they run out of energy.
Yeah, that is very lucky for him. And I believe right now the Protoss player does have the advantage. I love the decision for him to go double Phoenix. I actually love that. Like this is a brilliant play, I believe. Like, this is very wise. I would not have gone Phoenix. I would have went Blink. And because he went Phoenix, he's now got Nate cornered. Nate has to wait till he has enough to contest this air and these Oracles. But then he grabs the Cyclone. Cyclone being the unit of choice to deal with these flying units, which is actually a great counter to it.
Yeah, I was worried because I was seeing Banshees and not Vikings, and then I saw the Cyclones, and I was like, all right, man, here comes, I'm going to learn something tonight.
Yeah, Cyclone being a great choice, especially getting this upgrade, the Meg Field Accelerator.
I like the choice for the Phoenix because it's obvious that the Phoenix are meant to just disrupt the composition of Nathanias. He's not actually trying to beat Nathanias with the Phoenix. He's just trying to say, like, I'm gonna pick off anything that you think you need. I'm gonna pick up siege tanks. I'm gonna pick up your Cyclone. Tons of SCVs are pulled with this attack. Nathanias is coming across the map. Dipwood sees it coming. The Phoenix are aware. They're even self-aware, maybe.
Yeah, he pulls the boys, says, hey, it's time to rally the squad. Squad up. But Mama Core says, back that ass up. I got a photon overcharge.
Check it out.
They say, hey, I'm gonna blow your shit up anyway, so it don't matter.
Check it out. In the meantime, we have a command center lifted back up into the main.
Yeah, I was wondering. I know the game is. I know this game's really longer, but I'm like, how is it gonna happen with this attack? And here we go. And yet again, photon overcharge being used to zone the Protoss in the Protoss Terran player to keep him at bay for just a while longer while he builds up his Zealot and Death Phoenix army.
We have a turret going down by the tanks.
Oh wow! So Nate is actually trying to set up a hardcore contained. Oh, and here comes the Adept. They're gonna get right in on top of this. And we actually, yes, he actually lets the Adept drop. So they're right on top of the siege tanks. I mean, I think actually the Terran holds. That's quite impressive. I didn't think there was enough Terran here to fight all those Adepts, but there was.
The SCVs are attacking, man.
Yeah, the Adepts are not as OP as you believe, guys. They're not.
This is the way Nathanias has chosen to deal with Protoss, man.
Yeah, I think he was just I hope this is just a fun game. It's not. It's hilarious. If he's like, this is how we're playing from now on.
This is the new meta.
This is the new style. This is the new style. But actually, he's going to get this natural. The Protoss player is deciding not to like commit to this fight and go for the win. I actually think he could break this with really good micro. I mean, definitely, he's got oracles at 66, 7, extremely high HP. I think he could totally take this fight, but he's choosing not to.
Natural. There's a bunker going down, 2 bunkers going down. Now we're looking at a hard contain.
Yes, we are. He actually built a wall to funnel these adepts. The adepts are gonna come through, but they can't. Every step they take, they get popped.
Red, check out the genius of this economy. He has used 1 CC this entire game, taken out the mining natural of the Protoss player. The Protoss player flanking around the hard contain, takes the back exit. He's gonna engage in the craziest angle he can.
This is actually insane. I'm actually like flabbergasted. I honestly believe that the Protoss player could have broke this by now. But he's afraid of these siege tanks. Maybe Nathanias siege tanks or the dankest siege tanks in all the land. So, you know, once they're set up, you just gotta like say, hey, fuck it, don't fight them. And actually, the Protoss player is literally the first player to crack.
Okay, I'm going across the map.
He is the first one. You're attacking my shit. The one vein in his neck is now like extremely like engorged with blood and ready to fucking go for Nate's throat.
He's just mad. He's leaving.
He's just like, fuck it. Fuck it all.
The production for Nathanias is completely exposed. This base trade here is definitely going to happen. There are some, oh my god, oracles heading for the main base. Nathanias does have a fully mining main.
Yes, he does. And actually, I actually think Nate's in the better position of all of this. I mean, the Protoss player has nothing but this army and a few more minerals to get. I mean, he's not even mining gas at all anymore.
He could make a CC at the natural of the Protoss player, and then just use the bunkers he's already made to hold.
He definitely could. But as that's happening, they're both thinking ahead. They both drop naturals at hidden locations, or not naturals.
They're right next to each other too.
Yeah. And this is what I love about Terry, you know. I'm gonna make your base my base.
All your base belong to us.
So Nate's just gonna sacrifice these units, pulls his SCVs out, great move by Nate. Sneaking a few out, keeping a few mining. He knows that this base is gonna die. But now, wow, who knew that? You could trade like sides of the map. Like, hey, you want to switch sides? I really want to be at the natural you're at.
Yeah, how about I make your base my base, and you choose the gold base in the bottom of the map? We have another command center going down by the gold. Neither player knows. Neither player knows that they're expanding directly next to each other.
No, they don't. Actually, the pros will actually tell Nate exactly what the Protoss is. And now he's gonna come over here and attack this command center. So Nate will have to bust the mean ass cancel in order to savage those minerals, because he definitely needs them.
He stops building the command center in time to just check for that nexus. Sees the nexus, continues to build the CC. That SCV is gonna go down. Oh my god, the SCV might escape. No, gonna go down. CC will need to be canceled at some point. But it looks like Dipwood is gonna continue to mine from the gold base.
Yes, he is. Dipwood actually taking another base as well, that Nate's potential third. Originally. So this is actually weird. This is a crazy game. Probes are hiding in the corner for their life. They're like, save us.
SOS, save our souls.
He's actually going to try to repower his single gateway at the back of his main. And now the Cyclones are over here at this potential base. No longer, though. I mean, they have found it. The Cyclones and the Marines will put this up.
This is the craziest game of StarCraft I think I've seen in a long time.
Yeah, this is wild. This is really wild. This is hilariously wild. Nate actually might get this CC done. Will he get it done? Will he get it done? Will he get it done? Oh my god, he almost gets it complete.
Oh my god, that was so close.
Just like, he just needs an SCV to just touch it.
The Oracles get shredded. The Oracles are absolutely shredded. Cyclone is in trouble. The tanks are being lifted by the Phoenixes and taken out one by one. And the beefy Adepts are going to help to clean up this attack force. But the tech is still alive for Nathanias. He moved it across the map into the main base of Dipwood, and he has like eight or so Marines to defend in bunkers. Oh, the bunkers are gone. I lied.
Yeah, so actually Nate is in a great position versus our Protoss player, who's literally, he has a planetary.
Oh god, he's a planetary. Oh,
he has a planetary. He's perfectly fine. Nate's totally fine.
He's like, it's cool. I have a turret and a planetary.
Oh, Nate only has one worker?
He's got 4. Now he's got 3.
He's got 3 workers. Okay, so he's doing horribly when it comes to money-wise. The Protoss player is actually ahead in workers with 10 versus 3. But, I mean, there's literally nothing this Protoss player can do to this base. It's impregnable with the current tech that he has available to him. I mean, a couple of Adepts, maybe he runs around and tries a sweet spot, but I wouldn't do it if I was him.
And right now, Dipwood is beginning from scratch. He actually has less probes than you start with in Legacy of the Void.
Yeah, both of them are starting. They literally like reset the tech bracket all over again.
Except Nathanias starts with 2 SCVs and a planetary fortress.
Yeah, and 2 Raxes, a factory, and a starport. So he will lose all of these things. He's going to lose his turret, these supply depots. This is all free for the Protoss is taking. The Protoss player actually choosing to try to take it even further ahead than where he's already at. And Nate, I don't understand what he's doing. He's flying one of his Raxes around. Maybe he has an idea where the base is. Or actually, he's using the Rax to scout where's the Protoss base, the Protoss's expansion at. Great decision. I actually like it.
I think, yeah, he's definitely using them to scout. He's also using it just to keep the Adepts busy while he actually just rebuilds his SCVs, rebuilds his economy. And this game has taken yet another turn. I don't know how many bases, I don't know how many bases are on the map, but I think we've seen the majority of them used in this game.
Yeah, talk about not giving up. At this point in the game, I'd be like, draw.
So can we just go go out for a milkshake and shut the hell up?
I know, right? I'd be like, oh my god, I don't want to play this. This is insane. But both of these players choosing to stick it out. The Protoss definitely being at an advantage, I would definitely say. Finally getting gateways up. He's gonna go pull all these probes over to the gold base. A bit of a, I would never do this. Pull all my probes. I would pull like a few maybe, but all my probes, because of only for the gold. I mean, you can just keep building. He's mining at a decent rate. Just build workers out of it. Just do it.
Yeah, they're also a little more exposed. I think he might know what Nathanias has. The supply is 30 to 15. You'd think that right now Nathanias would be in a better position because he's totally screwed up this entire matchup by doing some crazy shit this game. But he has a planetary, two turrets, and some Marines. And right now, Dipwood is back on 2 bases.
Yeah. The crazy thing though is that Dipwood is actually like at the rate that they're growing, like the rate of their growth, he's actually doubling Nathanias in production. So like if this goes on, I say for another 2 minutes, Nate is definitely done. He has to figure out a way to do some damage to slow the Protoss down.
Here comes that damage. I thought the Marines were going to move out and just go down to that gold base and kill the probes. But no such luck for Nathanias. Mind you guys, this is a Terran with no mules.
This is a Terran with no mules with a planetary, The base literally has turned into a nexus to stay. It is on the ground, no longer able to fly anymore.
Guys, the best offense is not the best defense is not a good offense. The best defense is a giant gun mounted on the top of your house.
Yeah, man. Sharks with laser beams attached to their heads. Sharks with laser beams.
I don't know how he's going to handle this. The Adepts are still a pack. They're still running around knocking down just about whatever they want.
Yeah, this is definitely the game's over for Nate. It's over. I mean, the Protoss player is amassed enough money to actually reproduce another Nexus. At this rate, there's nothing Nate can do. He's going to lose these Marines. I mean, these Adepts are going to contest this mineral line. And he's actually doing Dipwood's doing a great job at just sweet spotting the workers, not allowing Nate to mine anymore. He's saying, hey, Nate, I know I can't kill your planetary, but I don't want this game to continue anymore. Nate's saying, fuck it. I'm going to go for this round. And with this, he's going to lose workers and his Marines. The big few, the proud, the Marines.
That was awesome, actually. I don't care what anyone thinks. That was from this. Remember, this is a real-time strategy game. The strategy we just saw that Nate pulled off was like, you're in a corner that is a sweet spot, but it's also a spot where I can sandwich you from 3 sides. One side has a planetary, the next side has a bunch of SCVs you can't get through, and the next side is a bunch of machine guns.
Yeah. The next move for the Pros player would have been, for me, would have been, okay, attack and psionic transfer around your dudes.
Right, that would have been good.
Yeah, that would have been my next step. But, I mean, right now, Dipwood is just satisfied with the ability to take a third, while Nate's just clearly on this one base.
He's taking another gold base all the way across the map.
Yeah, Dipwood is just like, it's all over for Nate. All Dipwood really has to do is drop a few more gates, which you see coming up now, being turned into warp gates. Getting upgrades. Nate can't even think about upgrades. Getting a warp prism. No, actually an observer. And he's just like constantly just upgrading his tech while Nate's forced to slowly crawl his way back into this game.
And it looks like Dipwood is officially back on. He's gonna be back on 3 bases. He's got the tech of a 2-base Protoss player. He's got the robotics facility out. He's got the Adept's attack upgrade, the attack speed upgrade finished up. So he is in a commanding lead here.
Nate loses all his Marines in that little mini fight in the middle of the map, and I think this is what will cause Nate to tap. Not having any like physical movable army to defend his base, his single base, it's not a good position to be in right now for him.
No, just 2 Marines. Not gonna hold against as many Adepts.
2 lone warriors. Nate's gonna lose his. He can't even lift these. He can't afford to lift them. He needs to make units to defend this. If you have more than 1 base, 4. And with that, Nate's
He says,
like,
what? Really?
Really? Yeah. The gold, I already took it. And there it is, ladies and gentlemen. Dipwood takes the game.
Damn, Nathanias, GG's out. Adepts do their job. We saw a really creative, powerful game. Both players making genius decisions.
Yeah, it's definitely when the game gets wild, gets crazy, that the real signs of intelligence come to life.
Yeah, I mean that's really like anyone can learn and do a build. It takes a really, really good player to be able to adapt on the fly in like really intelligent ways.
Yeah, more I would say intelligence, definitely experience. Pretty sure these players have both been in situations where they've had to nitty gritty a situation just to get back into the game, to get an economically stable situation to where they can continue to play the race that they want to play it, the way they want to play it. But yeah, that was a very good game. Very interesting play from both of them. Actually, I love games where Terrence go Gangnam style. It's just like always interesting.
That's so cool to see him like take on a 2-base Protoss player with a single command center, mine out the gold, and then just head back to the main.
Yeah.
He used every resource efficiently on 1 base. It was like, I'm gonna do this. All these resources go to the first attack, and then I'm gonna use the next. I'm gonna move the CC and go back to a regular economy for the rest of the game.
Right.
Whew.
It's always like interesting because I've seen that before. I don't even know the correct response to that as a Protoss player. I would just say to like prepare for his oncoming attack and make sure he doesn't expand, because I've actually fought that style several times, and every time I've attacked, I've traded badly. Like they were ahead after the trade. It's only been like 1 time I was ever like lucky enough to get the W, and that's because I proxy oracled.
That game.
And I like caught them before they had anything ready to go. So it's a very interesting style. It's definitely something that I wish was less of a dark child of StarCraft, you know, which was something that's
Black Sheep.
The Black Sheep, yeah. Something that was more like I don't know, done more often. Something to actually consider worth doing in the game, you know? Not something
Yeah.
like, hey, I'm gonna make a motherfucking replay today for these motherfuckers.
Yeah, it would be nice if everyone would get over the idea of you should play standard because it's better.
Yeah. I feel like I don't know. That word standard.
It really
That word
depends
it
on
brings
on what league you're in and who you are. Like you should play the standard that you have fun playing. I don't care if the standard says don't play this because it's bad. Play the game that you enjoy. This is a hard game and it's not worth playing unless you're having fun. Unless you're being paid, I guess, right? I mean, there's two things. You
Yeah.
can be paid or you can have fun or you can do both. But
Yeah. Yeah, very, very I don't know. It's definitely a game where at a certain point you have to draw a line in the sand. Depending on your race, definitely depending on your race, you got to draw a line. There's certain things that certain styles can only get you so far, but it's the best way to play this game is to have an entourage of builds, play styles, decision making, like how you go about playing the game, how you go about using the unit. Uh, Definitely good to like create a repertoire of things that you have at the ready. For one day, hey, maybe one day you'll go into a tournament. You might need that.
you might need the entire Swiss Army knife.
Yeah, the entire every tool ready to go.
All right,
Sharpened.
guys. All right, guys. That's the end of this video. Thanks for watching. Make sure you follow Red at ULeakRed on Twitter and me. I am Silvertone on Twitter. You can find Red at twitch.tv/MSULeakRed. Where's that at, Red?
That's twitch.tv/ I think MSU League Red. Let me see. Yeah, it's MSU League Red.
All right, man. And on that note, hit the subscribe button, leave me a like, and yeah, keep it weird.